and bound before their eyes. Even though they did not know this was Joseph speaking to them, they correctly guessed why it was happening to them. They were right. I want you to see something. Those old wounds may have gone into hiding while Joseph was separated from them for 2 decades, but they have not healed, not one bit. All those wounds are still living in Joseph, emitting toxic waste, clouding his judgment, driving his bad choices, and blocking him from healthy relationships. Now those wounds are out of hiding, and it's messy. But that's normal. Remember this. My healing journey isn't going to be neat or tidy. It's normal to have conflicting emotions and thoughts spiraling out of control. That's just part of healing, guys. That's how it works when you're in the midst of it. So ready or not, Joseph's healing journey has begun this day. And keep in mind, it is God himself who orchestrated these events. He sent the famine knowing it would drive Joseph's family down to Egypt. At this point, it does not look like a gift to Joseph, even though God is in it, at least not yet. God kicked this thing out of its hiding place and into the open so he could finally bring to Joseph the healing and restoration that he needed. It's never God's plan for us to carry around our painful wounds. So remember this. God knows what I need and when I need it. I want you to see the ambivalence in Joseph. I'm going to read verse 24 again. He turned away from them and began to weep, but then came back and spoke to them again. He had Simeon taken from them and bound before their eyes. So he's moved to tears because he loves his family so much. That place in his heart where he has longed to see them for so many years has begun to come back to life. In the same moment, however, see how confusing this can all be, he treats them like dirt and decides to put Simeon back in prison until the boys return with him. Joseph is a mess. He is out of control and doesn't know how to handle this. Remember this, it's normal to have large, uncomfortable feelings coming and going during our healing season. So over breakfast that moment, Joseph's family was a non-issue, but by dinner time, it's all he can think about. 20 years melted away, and he felt the pain of that day when his brothers sold him into slavery as if it was yesterday. The next months would have been very unsettled for Joseph. Once those wounds were out in the open, it would have been very difficult for Joseph to put the lid back on, to push those back into hiding again. So back to our story. Joseph sent the brothers back to Canaan, everyone except Simeon, who's left in prison. Before they go, Joseph loads them up with plenty of food for the whole family, all 70 members of his family at home. When the brothers get back, they share this strange tale of this encounter with the Egyptian governor and his unexplainable demand